Hey everybody, welcome to the Quantum Show. Oh, what a horrible intro. Welcome back to the Quantum Show. Ghost busted. I've got updates. I am waiting. I'm just doing setup right now, as usual. You know, doing all the setups and doing all the setups. I said link sharing and everything. Okay, got my monitor. Monitoring on the phone to see what everything looks like. And that's great. Okay. Yes, little updates. Not a whole lot's been going on. Bending of reality all the time. Um, the, okay, I'm waiting for people to come in. I need to learn what I'm doing. Show monitor here. And yes, got it. Doing setup. First hour is going to be Ghost Busted. And I want to talk about quantum manipulation and Thanksgiving, the holiday of Thanksgiving. Yeah. There was some funny stuff going on back in the day. And when Thanksgiving was founded, so I want to talk about that a little bit. But I'm still sharing links, and we'll have people come in after the first hour. Looks like I got somebody here already. It might be me 2 times. I don't know. It's not me. Blue Chicken. Great to have you, bro. Thanks coming in. Thanks for coming in. All right. Got my chat ready here. I'm doing first hour setup, sending links, you know, my non-schedule schedule. Let's see here. Get me in top chat. Right. Sharing the links. I don't have any music to play. So that's okay. Twitter and tonight, I haven't been sleeping well. I mean, later. No more, no like 3 or 4 hour shows. Probably not. I might do 2 hours and go from there. Come on. All right. Now, Twitter is up. Facebook is coming up right now. Oy. I had to change a day and it screwed up. And I'm just. Okay. I will be reading your chat momentarily. Monty, holy crap, you've never come to my show. What is going on? Hell yeah. You know what? Shout out and I got mine. I still got mine. This is the official last one. Carry it everywhere with me. Alrighty then. Okay. Here. see here. All right. Cool. What does this say? Okay. Oh, we are never alone. That is quantum reality. Let me turn the brightness up because I need to be able to see. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. I keep one with me all the time, Monty. Cool. Okay. Now, links are both passed away, passed out. Let's see here. What was that? Okay. Facebook is about to be shut down. Don't need Facebook up right now. That's fine. Alrighty then. Monty and Blue Chicken. It says I have 4. So let's say hi in the chat, if you would please. Alrighty then. I took show notes. I only have a couple, and I'm relying on the quantum at this point. I want to talk about, okay, yeah, I went back and reinvestigated my buddy's place where he says he has a ghost spirit, a spirit in there. Yeah. I busted it again. It's not what he thinks it is. It's somebody messing with him because I turned off the cameras and the mics and said, let's go. And I started to go witchy with it. Some of y'all might know what a power candle is. Lit one of those, right? Sanctified, lit it in my own way. And then I used a piece of quartz, a quartz crystal, as an amplifier. And I said, this is for you. Come and get it. Manifest. Talk to me. And every single time I go up there, nothing really happens. There's some stuff put on the screen. However, when you have access to someone's account and you know what you're doing, you don't need the password. And you can falsify logs. It's called spoofing. I mean, they teach you how to detect spoofing like in day 1 of, or maybe day 3 of security class, because day 1 they teach you how to spoof. I'm looking for my little sign, and but I'm pretty sure because as soon as I turned the cameras and mics off, nothing happened. I had the candle lit; it never flickered. I gave it my netbook with Notepad open. Never had a word come in. Nothing got picked up that wasn't us on the voice recorder. And EMF detector is useless in an active house because it detects lamps and house wiring. And well, it was a haunted TV, so TV's got to be on. It's not reliable. And hey, Shingoji, oh, something else I did. It got brought to my attention that I should probably take some amethyst. And thanks to Shingoji, I had one. This is mine, right? This is what I took with me. And let me tell you, this thing is an amplifier. Love it. Yep, I did take it with me. I wore it. I hadn't worn it until yesterday. Now it's mine. Now I'm going to start wearing it on a regular basis. Amethyst, spiritual amplification. Because crystals are crystals all the time. You got crystals in computers and main processors, and what they do is they store and hold and send. They process. And the thing about crystals, Monty, you might not agree with this, right? Yep. I'm not sure. But crystals are quantum programmable. They do what you want them to do. Just like as if when you charge a crystal, you're telling it what to do. That's an instruction. Just like computer programming into RAM, into a processor. which is run off of the properties of crystal. Most of the processors are synthetic crystal, but still crystal. And yeah, so this is now my spiritual amplifier. Whatever that means to you, fine. Whatever it means to me, also fine, because that's quantum. Yeah, Monty, I don't know if you've seen any of my other shows, but pretty much anything goes here except for, like your typical YouTube stuff, hate speech, bullying, fights in the chat room, because I'll ban everybody. If any of that happens. So, yeah, it worked. And then when I got there, I waited and I waited. And then literally 5 minutes after I hooked the cameras back up and took off, he calls me. It's back on the TV. I'm like, yeah. Oh, well, because gamers don't want to do like play on a blank screen. They're looking through the cameras at him, and there is no indication otherwise of anything happening there. Now there is, okay, not the TV. Okay, typical ghost stuff, right? Yep, and I'm putting it, Shingoji, I'm putting it to good use. Typical ghost stuff, handprints here and there, things moved around constantly. See what else? Voices being heard, shadows maybe, and weird dreams. None of that is happening. Okay? None of that is happening. The only thing that has happened up to now is he dropped something, couldn't find it, turned around about 2 weeks later, and boom, there it was in the middle of the floor. I can vouch that is ghostly, because I've had that happen to me several times in different places, not just my place where I'm super clumsy and forgetful. But Amy, what's up, Amy? Oh, you're my cup is in the kitchen. My cup is in the kitchen. I'm drinking the last of my tea right now. Yes, thank you for coming by, Amy. I'm the ghost busted first part of this hour, and it's still not a ghost. It talks a great game, and I thought it had gotten some very privileged information, and it was not. It was just very emotional information for my friend, but it was not super privileged. A general record search could find out stuff. And when you make a character up, okay, if he is being used as like, look at how I'm messing with this guy on his hidden cam, then you're basically plugging him into a video game. And you need a character, and you need references, and you need a story and a conflict, just like any story, right? So it seems like they are putting him in as a main protagonist in this story, and the story is, well, I'm not going to go into all of it, but a bunch of bad decisions based in insecurity, fear, and regret led to the ashes of his passed away friend sitting in the house. Somebody heard about that. Someone else, I don't know how the news traveled, but hey, Dorothy, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I knew you would be here. I don't know how, but I knew, and I'm glad you're here. You may have to rewind after. I'm just doing the first hour right now, and wow, I got all my favorite people are showing up. That's awesome. All we need is the Richie. We only need the Richie. And I'm off of social media right now. So I have no way to get in touch with him because my computer is super slow. When I pass links, the thing goes to a crawl, and I don't know why. Because 8 years old, maybe that could be something. Could do something with it. But okay. So that's how the story established itself. And backstory aside, it's kind of boring anyway. Someone heard about it and decided to make a web show. I think you could put it like that. They decided to make a web show, and this is our protagonist. These are our characters. Here's the main character, and here's the ghost. And like it's almost just like an episode of that show Ghost Whisperer, where there's not a whole lot of blood and guts and gore and portals and devils and shit like that. It's just Ghost makes a mistake. Ghost gets angry and makes himself known. Spooky stuff, and resolution comes around. I am the random element. I was the one who actually knows how to see falsity and how to fake this stuff. I've thought about faking it because I went on and looked at there are apps to hack his service on the Play Store, and I'm like, Google is a savage. They're giving away the hacks to hack their competitors, like right there on their own website. Oh, Google is savage. Okay. And Alonzi, I'm looking at the chat. See, here's my current setup. Phone as a monitor, camera, computer. If I'm in here, I'm trying to watch YouTube chat, right? I know what's being said. And hey, Bob Perkins, thanks for coming by the Quantum Show. And oh, I see again. Hey, Dorothy, I'm glad you caught me live too. But yeah, it's a hacker, because when you're on the other end of it and you have a black screen and all you can do is type in commands, you get bored and you don't want to do it. So when the cameras are off, nobody wants to play. And I'm like, and literally 5 minutes after I plugged them all back in and got his security system right again, he calls me and says, "Hey, there's stuff on the TV." I'm like, yeah, well, oh well. Take pictures, I guess. Oh, okay. I'm having a blinking screen over here. Did I go offline? Okay. Wow, I'm getting close to 600 subs on YouTube. I got 598. Who would have thought that would happen? Okay, so I went overloaded for spiritual bear when I went over there. I was ready to do a banishing, cast a circle, open a portal myself. Yeah, see, pagans, we know how to do that stuff. And when you are like coven trained and you have initiation, they teach you how to do all that stuff by involving you when they do it for you. Yeah, it's very, very quantum physics. It is, because the universe is malleable. Reality is malleable. You just have to know that it's malleable to adjust it. And I'm getting more and more evidence that it is totally adjustable by adjusting it. First you have to believe it. First you have to realize that it can be done. Then you have to believe you can do it, because you have just as much energy in this as anything or any entity. And yeah, that. Okay. I don't even know where I was going with that. But that's the Quantum Show. I'm still looking for my note here. I was thinking about actually making a little light up sign that says quantum. And every time something happens that I need to go like this for, I'll just hit the button and the thing will light up quantum. And I'm also like using this, and the quartz has gotten me thinking about a logo. And I'm thinking about doing a logo. Where am I at? 922? Okay. I'm also using a webcam that's different. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. The chat I'm looking at and that y'all are responding to has got some lag, so I can, yeah. Oh, Dorothy. Group hug to you too. Group hug to everybody. Quantum hug. Feel me in the quantum reality. Hugs to everybody. And let's see. It says I have 8 people watching, but I don't have that many participating. Right. Nope. So I've got some hidden participants. I think I'm one of them. So, oh my God, I got a face show. But that's okay. That is okay. And so, ghost busted. Yeah, I still don't think it's a spirit. He swears by it, but he is easily spooked. Love them to death. Love them all to death. They're muggles. They don't. They don't have a head for this stuff. The daughter does, but she's got. Everybody's grown up. I'm not talking about little kids. Everybody's grown up, adult, got cars, got jobs, got responsibilities and stuff. Oh, Richie! There you are. Hey, I just mentioned you. I must have summoned you in the quantum. Thanks for coming in. Yes, this is it. This is the quantum show. I got a Bigfoot shirt on. I'm very happy about that. This is what I got when I went to the conference a couple of months ago. It was a lot of fun. I was just talking about how, yeah. Okay, Shingoji. I was just talking about a ghost busted. That means it's not a ghost. What he is experiencing is someone on the other end messing with him. And the only thing I don't have are data logs showing where someone has cloned his ID and gone. He brought up a PDF. He offered to show it to me, but he couldn't figure out how to send it. Go figure. He brought up a PDF of all the times the system was accessed, all the logins. And I'm like, yeah, that's like chapter 1 of detecting logins is spoofing your way in so you're not detected. So the people who are creeping in don't notice you by looking at the same log. It's complicated. And yeah. Yes, all my favorite people are showing up. They're still coming in. Amy was here a little while ago. If she's not still here, I don't think she's still here. I think she popped in, said hi, which is awesome. That's cool. Love Amy to death. Yeah, Amy's not here anymore. She took off. She may still be listening and lurking. So yeah, ghost busted. Still not a ghost. There is some activity. The little boy disappearing and appearing, that happened. That's anomalous. The glass breaking, getting moved, that's anomalous. The pan falling off the stove, that's anomalous. Because the pan, let me talk about the pan. There were 4 pans on the stove. 1 was empty, 3 had something in it. And they weren't okay. Now it was empty. I want to say they had something in it. The one near here had this much stuff in it. It wasn't full to the brim or anything, right? Amy's with you. Okay. I got you, Richie. I don't have a sign for that yet. I got you, Richie. But the pan that fell was the empty one. So it tells me either, well, not either nothing. It tells me that when it fell, consideration was taken not to make a mess, but just to make some noise. So that happened. So I do believe that is anomalous. But the TV, not anomalous. And everywhere there is a camera, there's a TV. And where there's no camera, there's no activity. So that makes me think, well, and he says they've changed all the passwords. I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. Once they're in and they're faking your account, they can spoof and they can change the login log files. They can do that. They teach me to do this. I see you, Richie. I see you now. There's some lag. I know what you mean now about the lag. I'm going from my computer to YouTube. Well, basically from my computer to internet to YouTube because I can see the chat here. Let me see if I'm using StreamYard, and if it's a little different, yeah, it's a little bit faster on StreamYard, but I don't see a whole lot of the same stuff on StreamYard. I'm going to have to edit later the description and everything because y'all, I got to buy me a coffee. I got one. I'm not asking. If you want to show some appreciation, it'll be, I don't know. I got PayPal too, whatever. I'm thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it because that just seems the thing to do, because I don't know. It's not that, well, everything helps, of course, and I give to people too. I give to people, not very many people, but Rich, you're on my frequently pay list because support GUFON, friend of GUFON right here. And let me see here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I got buy me a coffee and PayPal, but I haven't put up any links yet. I could, and I'm trying to justify it in my head, but it's like if they like it, they hit like, and if they hit like and maybe share, cool. That's cool. The idea that counts. I'm getting all the quantum money, but the 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 paper money, mm, you know, that's good. Give to Richie, give to Amy. Buy me a coffee. Buy me UFO. Buy me a NOS. Do those, you know, and not necessarily here because I'm not really trying to expand too much. I would like to hit that. What was I? What was I? 600 subscribers, but it is what it is, and I'm happy with 598. I never thought that would happen. Never did I think that would happen. So I can even have people come in the chat, come on the show because I got the desktop interface now. Oh, sorry. I ate just like an hour before. So we're at 9:30. Okay. So ghost busted, not a ghost, no real spiritual activity. And he's talking about bringing in a priest. I'm like, you go right ahead, bring in a priest, have fun. Nobody there is actually Catholic. Okay. He says he follows the belief system. And I'm like, okay, cool. But they got rules about this stuff. And the guy wasn't Catholic either. So nobody's Catholic. So the Catholics might not care to come out there like, well, y'all are a bunch of heathens. Why would we want to help you? Come get baptized, then we'll help you. And I don't see that happening. But whatever, might get a nice Catholic guy to come out there and do some stuff off the books. Because the Catholics, they log all that stuff. They have intel reports and they do all that stuff. It's like human services, but Catholics, it's some crazy stuff. So he's thinking about doing that. I'm like, okay, you go ahead, but I don't see that really happening because, well, you're not Catholic and neither was he. What you need to do is a funeral, and I've already tried to do some stuff looking into that. Funerals are super expensive. You can't just go do one, right? And it being that he is already cremated changes the rules a little bit, but whatever. It's really super expensive. Next topic. Okay, next topic is I lost my place. Happy Thanksgiving coming up, everybody. I know I'm going to have a show before then, but that is actually the topic, and also the secret and the law of attraction. They're all quantum, and there's a reason they set up Thanksgiving to be the way it is, right? Now, as we know, you in the law of attraction. Now, if you don't know, go see most of GUFON shows. He talks about the law of attraction quite often because it's real and it works. It does. I always have a parking spot at the gas station on my way to work in the busiest part of the day. Always, always, because I want to get my coffee. My quantum coffee touched. Touched how? Touched by the quantum. Oh, yeah. And talking about, okay, Thanksgiving as a ritual in the United States, and everybody's following in line. So, with the law of attraction, you see what has, you visualize in your mind. Richie was just talking about it a little while ago on his show. Well, earlier today. Oh, Richie, sorry I couldn't make it. I was out at my sister's place. I don't know if you're still here. Yes. That's why the title of my first show, it is exactly what you think it is. Quantum show. That's why I named it like that, because it's steeped in law of attraction. This whole thing is steeped in the law of attraction. And okay, but Thanksgiving, let me just quickly run down the law of attraction. You say, thank you, universe, like you're, thank God for my new tires, right? There you go. You say, thank you. You speak it, and then you imagine it. You imagine you having new tires if you need new tires, but whatever it is. You imagine you have the new tires. You imagine the stability. You imagine knowing that you got new tires, right? You imagine having the receipt. You visualize all of this, and the universe, I put it to someone earlier. The universe is an accountant. They're taking debits and deposits, right? And verifying debits and deposits. So when money goes out, you get, when a purchase is made, and as per an accountant, feel free, open source, use this all you want, anyone who's listening. The universe is a quantum accountant. When you say thank you, you're presenting the accountant with a receipt. You're going, thank you for this. I've got the receipt. See, here's proof. Here's my proof. Here's my proof of purchase, right? Here's the receipt that I got, and thank you for that. The accountant says, uh-oh, there's a deficit that needs to be filled. So we need to fill that deficit. What has to happen to fill that deficit? Just like when you have a bill come up, what do you got to do to make that bill go away and not be a bill anymore? You have to figure out some way to pay it. Same deal. That's how I explained it to someone recently that really didn't need it explained. I needed to explain it. And I think I still have people here. Did I just bore everybody? No, I think I got 5 people here. Okay. All right. Who do I got participating? Me and who else? Me and Dorothy. It's just us. We're running the quantum show. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Dorothy, you're about to have a wrenching experience. Ba-boom. Dorothy Hawkins, you have been wrenched on the quantum show. You are now my moderator. Another moderator. And let me see here. One good turn deserves another. Boom! Richie, GUFON is now moderator on Quantum Show. You have had a wrenching experience on the Quantum Show. All right. Now, All of these people are verified. I think it went there. Okay, future chats will say that. Okay, yeah, I see. Rich took off. Thanks for coming by, Rich. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, piece together a short from this video because that was funny. The wrenching experience. I like that. I like that. The wrenching experience on the Quantum Show. You were wrenched into moderation. You have been awarded one humming band hammer. Use it wisely. But yeah, that's something I would say in GUFON's chat when people start acting stupid. I would go, my band hammer's starting to hum. I can feel it humming. It's warming up. It's speeding up, dialing up, twisting up. So yeah, I should have done that a long time ago. When we first showed up, because all of the moderators are verified good people that I've seen them for a long time, talked to them a long time, and so far we got Richie, Shingoji, Dorothy, and Amy. I got 4 moderators on my channel once a week, as if I need them. Need that much moderation. Remember, guys, only do quantum physics in moderation. This is some strong stuff. Use in moderation. Okay, and yeah, okay. That is now. I'm sorry, I got off topic. That's the Quantum Show. That's quantum reality. Link to link to link, and you never know where you're going to end up. This is why I like to go on other people's shows, because I can do that and they can go, come on back now. Come on back. You need to stay on topic right here. Okay, now what about this? You said a minute ago. Okay. I have a hard time doing that. But that's the law of attraction. And you say thank you for something. It's like giving the receipt, like a proof of purchase. Like, I'm supposed to have this. Here you go. Here's my thanks. Thanking is a quantum activity. Gratitude is one of the basic things you can do. Basic. I mean, look at any mystery school, cult writing, saying thank you and meaning it, having gratitude. That is one of the basic things. It's like a primary color of mysticism, right? Wow, I'm getting actually emotional. I don't know why. My ear started itching. Which is, I don't know. Quantum reality will touch us all differently. Yeah, I never get to be like this in anybody's show because I don't want to interrupt them. You know, that's where the sign come from. I was on Amy's show and I had something to say, but I didn't want to interrupt him. So I was like, oh, quantum. And what were some of the other ones? Oh, yeah. No. I've got all my signs here that I've ever made. I thought maybe I started a new one. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. This is a funny one. You've been gagged. We can't hear you. Maybe they're watching the other people on the show. I'm usually one of the other people on the show. And yeah. Where do they all go? He's on. I was just looking at. He's on protocol. Talking about Lou. Oh yeah, there it is. That was page 1. Talking about Lou. Yeah. Richie, I called it from the first time I learned about Lou Elizondo. I said he was on protocol. He is following rules. He is on a script. I could tell. I could tell because I have had to do similar protocols and go on similar script when I was in the Army. Okay, that is, I'm going to have to reply to this real quick. Sorry, interruptions. Let me. No. There you go. Here's the break music. Watch me be on key the whole time. I'm gonna get sued. Yeah, part 2 will be delayed by about 10 minutes because my clothes are done. No, I don't have a robot telling me my clothes are done. What I do have is a roommate yelling at me, telling me the washer machine buzzed. So yeah, here we go. I'm reading. Yeah, somewhere in the Bible. It's been so long since I read anything in the Bible, except the word the Bible. Pagan. What am I? What do you want? Does anybody want? And yeah, okay. Now Thanksgiving is a culty holiday in the United States. Now that we know what the secret is, and if you don't know, go look at Richie's show, go look at Amy's show, R. Keith Andrews. I will be leaving links in the description for part 1 and 2 to all these things I reference. I should be taking notes. Yeah, I'm just going to write them down because it's just easier that way sometimes. And yeah, I get to calm down over here right now. um yeah, the whole music got hung. Can't play it. I just got a notification from LucasArts saying don't do that, and Disney don't do that, or we'll send mouse assassins to your house if you keep humming one of our pieces of music. Okay, and then R. Keith Andrews. I was able to catch him live earlier. I said hi, popped in the chat room for a little while before I had to go again. But anyway, oh, Dorothy, you retracted it. You went back, back here, back, delete. Says I got 6 watching now. I don't know about that. I got me and Dorothy participating, but 6 watchers. Okay. Anyway, Thanksgiving as a national cult holiday. What a title. Not even clickbait because that's what I'm actually talking about. Okay, they were all the founding fathers were in the Masons, right? Almost all of them were, and they were affiliated somehow. Let me tell y'all. Okay, secret societies and hidden things have always been a part of our existence, always, because you got the people who can readily see that stuff. I like to think I am one of those. Monty, there we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, Monty, I know this is not a UK friendly show. Sorry about that. But yeah. Humanity has always been has always had one foot in the cult, in the know, for as long as anybody has existed, right? Look at any history, every religion, and you've got the people who are very much aware of stuff, mhm, very much aware of these things, these energies, these flows, whatever, and they take active part in it. And then you've got the ones that hear about it but aren't too sensitive about it, right? They can't feel it. I like to think I can feel it because, well, I wouldn't be doing this stuff if I couldn't. So, yeah. And the people who know want, now they're still humans, right? I'm still human. I, and we all suck, right? Still human. We all suck. And we all try to get ahead. And, well, we end up being silly little monkey brains running around on this flying rock, right? And that means hurting other people intentionally, unintentionally. That's why religions can be so strict. And it's so many religions are so strict, they tell you how to clean yourself after you use the bathroom. I won't name names. You know who you are. And all that is to control the mind, so to empower a few individuals. Let's look at kings. Let's look at England. England has had a king since forever. I don't know who the first king was. Whatever. It's not important. They have a royal family. I don't know if there's a king right now. I know the queen just passed away. And yeah. So who put them in charge? What makes them special? And why do they get away with stuff? Because they don't have to follow the same rules, right? They seem to not. They seem to not follow the same rules. They get away with stuff. People die. People get abused. But it's just, they're the royals. What do you do? Well, they have their own code of ethics and standards, and we are not as valuable to them as we like to think we are. Yep. I will check out Paul Wallis, and it's going in show notes. Thank you for being active moderator on the Quantum Show. Did you say Paul Wallis? Yeah. Okay. Interesting spelling. So those are the people who are in the know, or who have been ordained to be in the know, even if they don't know, even if they don't have the feeling for it, right? And then you have the trolls. I don't mean trolls like in chat rooms. I mean people who live out in the woods. You have the trolls, the swamp witches, the people who know what's really going on, okay? They're shunned from society because it's natural for you to try to enlighten someone, right? When you know something and you know it's the truth, I know quantum reality is truth, but people aren't ready for it. So I get shunned because I talk about this stuff. And people don't want to be my friend, don't want to get to know me. They see me with an alien, Bigfoot, crystal, whatever. And they're like, oh God, I thought Star Wars people were shunned. No, forget about it. Enlightenment people are shunned even more. And yeah. And we're so used to it that I went to this conference recently, and not the Bigfoot conference. I went to the paranormal conference. Nobody wanted to talk to anybody because everybody's so scared to be put off, to be made fun of. And that's just human nature. And then fear. Okay? Fear keeps everyone in line, just like the memes say. Stuart Blodwell, hey, great to have you here. I'm a techno-pagan, not neo-pagan, techno-pagan. There's a lot of prefixes and suffixes for this stuff. I don't know what you mean by neo-pagan, but I don't sacrifice anything but time and food, right? Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for coming in, Stuart, and thanks for saying you're here. And everybody, yeah, New Age, yeah, definitely. Neo-pagan, I'm a techno-pagan because you heard me talk about, you heard the whole time, you heard me talk about crystals or chips. Well, you can program them. You are the hard drive. Stuff goes into a crystal, it processes it however you tell it to process it, and it works. Oh man, you know why crystals work? Because we think they work. You know why people love crystals? Because they make them work. They are quantum Of course, everything is quantum entangled. This pen is quantum entangled. But those things take data in and they process it. It goes through its matrix and it comes out different. Just like every process, data in, data out. So, anyway, okay, getting back to what I was talking about, right, was Thanksgiving. And everybody who was in the know or put in the know, educated to be in the know, was like your royalty, right? And the people who weren't were the serfs, the working class. They were the ones who needed to be kept in line. Because like I said before, it's like a system of checks and balances, right? When you have excess energy, and we all are in it, right? You can gather up that energy, charge a crystal, charge an area, make events happen. And on the muggle level of stuff, we call it propaganda, right? But on the energetic level of stuff, we call it prayers and we call it promises. That's what quantum physics is all about. Wanting an outcome from a need that you feel needs to be filled. Well, you have to say thank you for filling that need. And that's what Thanksgiving does for the nation. We say to the nature of reality, to God, to the presidents, thank you for giving us such a great country and everything that we've got in it. And it will say, oh, the reality will go, wait, I've got 6 million receipts here. We've got to get those filled. Come on, people, let's make that happen. Thus, that being angels, spirit guides, higher beings of all kind, right? Okay. I got you, Dorothy. You're not yelling. Meditative states is part of it. That gives you the ability to focus, to quiet your mind. It's not how loud you are, it's how clear you are. Because if you yell to the universe, give me new tires, and you got all this crap in your mind, it's like, let's say, give me new tires. My gas is too expensive. My clothes cost too much. My shoes have holes in them. My socks have holes in them. All of that's going up there. All of that is getting put on the ticket, right? So you clear your mind. Okay, meditative state. Excellent point. Here we go. Here's an easy way to meditate. And I tell people to do this. People, and I'm not the first one. I'm not the first one to come up with this. I didn't even come up with this. I read this somewhere and it works. You step away from your crazy doings for 1 minute. Close your eyes, face the wall, go in a broom closet, just remove distractions, right? Listen to yourself breathing. Put your fingers on your neck. Look, find your pulse. And just pay attention to the pulse beating. Feel it against your fingers. Close your eyes, breathe, and listen to yourself breathing for 1 minute. You will calm yourself down. It's like a soft reset. A lot of corporations tell their employees to do this because they want quality rather than bad quality quantity, right? Because when they're doing 100 things wrong, when they could be doing 150 things right, do the 150 things right, right? It could be as small as stapling, my own personal experience, stapling in the wrong place, putting papers in the right bins to be picked up in the right order. There is a method to all of this stuff, right? Putting things, assembly line stuff, here, 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 not here, 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 but the way it's meant to be, right? And would rather have you do it right than do it wrong. A lot more than doing it right. Quality over quantity. Because 150 broken transactions are not going to get your minimum 100 done. Get your 100 done. It's okay. But do that. Meditative state, right? Yeah. Hello, Joe. All right. I'm about to exit the first hour. This is first hour. And I just went over Thanksgiving. as a culty holiday and as a ceremony from the United States to the universe. Whoever's in charge, no one's ever going to tell us this is true. They're always going to say, no, it's fake. There's no Bigfoot. There's no giants. There's no aliens. You're crazy. Balloons, drones, birds. That's what they're going to say. If you ever go up to somebody, anybody, they're going to say, no, none of that. Pay your taxes. That's what they're going to say. Make sure your tires are good. Register your car. You know, they're going to say stuff like that to keep us in line because they think you're a muggle. Well, you're not. Okay. Everyone is quantum entangled the same as everyone else. No one has an advantage other than they know it or not. And there are ways to make things happen. So our leaders in the United States that made Thanksgiving, right? They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing when they made a Thanksgiving, thanking greater reality, God, whatever, for things that we already have, so we can have more of it. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, capitalism spoils it for everybody. Okay, because everything is quantified using how much is it worth in dollars. And that's a shame, because let me tell you, go look for a bushel of potatoes, right? How much, or a bag, just a bag of potatoes. How much is a bag of potatoes cost? What is it worth to you when you're starving, right? Versus what is it worth to you when you're not starving? It's worth a lot more when you're starving. So there's a lot of context being lost. And okay, chat room. Okay. And like, yeah, that's what the United States has done is created a holiday to create that giant deficit for the universe to fill on literally a quantum physics level, on a witchcraft level. Because who's that? I got a book. And I can't see it from here. She said it. Witchcraft is the practice of applied advanced quantum physics. And I agree. She said that on a podcast one time. What is her name? Okay. I gotta find that book. Cheryl Costa. Cheryl Costa. What is... Oh, lag. I forgot. All right. Everybody, this is going to be the end of the first hour. Now, I've got a chore to do. I got to get my clothes taken care of, put them in the dryer, and hopefully someone will show up within the first 30, 45 minutes to come online. But I am ending it for now. I'll be back in just a little while, because you don't drink a big old bottle of tea like this without consequences. Okay. So thanks for coming to the Quantum Show Part 1, Ghost Busted. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I know I'm going to say it a bunch between now and then. So I'll be here for Part 2 in a little while, however long it takes. Keeping it quantum.